Hello, y'all. Today is Sunday, March 20th, 2022 at 8:38 a.m. I'm so happy that it's my favorite season, spring. But, as much as I hate and don't have tolerance for cold, I mean, it feels awkward that we had pretty much a warm winter, but earlier this morning, I guess, or between the middle of the night and this morning, it was, um, I'll say mildly winter weather with being in like 40 something degrees. But then it's supposed to get high in like 75. Um, I guess it ain't quite warm enough, but just about later on, and be just about quite warm enough to get to go to the beach. So I wish I could go, but I'm not going today. But I feel disappointed because I think I only got about 3 hours of sleep, and then I was up since 5:30 and could not go back to sleep. I guess I mean I tried to go to bed. Um, I think it was around between midnight and 1 o'clock, and could not. I think I fell asleep after sometime after 2 o'clock, and then I woke up. It was 5:30, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So now I'm feeling restless, like as if I can't even sleep or relax or anything like that. Yeah. So, but I've been battling depression and just, you know, I've been battling depression lately, and I'm feeling like the worst loser, but I've been, each time I try to get, pick myself back up, it's like a whole mob of, the perps, kick me back down. And according to narcissistic abusers, they'll make it like as if I have nerve to talk about how people mistreated me, if they make it like as if, oh, all you do is talk shit about people and badmouth people all day. So how dare you, you got nerve, or how dare you to talk bad about how people mistreated you. But, I just, like anybody else, talk about what the gang stalkers and narcissistic abusers, how they treat me. But then they make it like as if I go around just doing people very dirty. That I just go around doing people dirty. You know. But with narcissistic abusers, they always make it like as if I got nerve to do anything or say anything. I got nerve, and I should just keep my damn. That one of their favorite phrases is, "You need to keep your mouth shut." Or they'll make it like as if the more you run your mouth, the more you talk, that's the more foolish you sound. But I kind of had a rough day. Um, it seemed like last night on Twitter, I felt pretty upset that somebody from my hometown, New Orleans, got hateful and unfollowed me on Twitter. And I guess he must have figured that, oh, she's so negative and constantly complaining so much, and I don't want to see that negativity on my timeline. But the thing is, you know, I'm, you know, ranting and griping about narcissistic abuse and gang stalking, just like anybody else. But like when people talk about narcissistic abuse, they're not much of a threat as talking about the gang stalking. Um, and narcissistic abuse tactics and gang stalking tactics, they're pretty similar. But when you try to go expose the gang stalking, you're a threat and get shut down. But if people are free to talk about narcissistic abuse. So, I don't know if that guy took to offense about me, you know, venting my frustrations about my gang stalking experiences. And he's not a TI, you know, and his name is Jay Vice or something. And he was from Metairie, one of my favorite areas of New Orleans, one of the cities in New Orleans where I always wanted to live at. But I was prevented from doing that, So, but I mean, I guess I was bothered by that because, you know, by him, unfollowing me on Twitter because I'm like, wow, you're supposed to be from my hometown. But you're not going through hell. If you were going, I mean, it's like other professed targeted individuals, it's like they get praised for, ranting about their program. But me, it's like people unfollow or block me in droves if I speak about it. And then I noticed that somebody got hateful and unsubscribed between last night and this morning from my YouTube channel also. But then again, I don't know if that person unsubscribed from me or if it's or if they if their YouTube account may have gotten deleted or suspended or something. But it's like people's Twitter is getting suspended left and right also. But it's like truth is not allowed, and then it's like people make it like as if you try to speak the truth, and if you try to speak the truth, then they make it like as if if you try to speak the truth, then then something's wrong with you. But I've been frustrated and feeling depressed. It seems like I'll say that the online gang stalking is kind of kept to a minimum at the moment. But they had a random perp came and said something. It's like if I open up my computer and show y'all the perp. He had a YouTube, an icon picture, his picture on YouTube, on his profile, the picture, right next to your name, your username. The picture looked demonic and it looked like a typical perp kind of picture. But, I mean, I have to remind myself about, with this gang stalking program, about how it's part of the program that they want to ruin you in every aspect of your life, including ruining you financially. And me being ruined financially is one of the reasons why I can't get a car or a place to live. And then I'm being like blocked and hindered from getting a job. And so, if you're supposed to be targeted like me, why are you calling me names like crazy, insane, a basket case, saying I'm schizophrenic, that I need medication. And then you reverse it on me and lie and say I'm gang stalking you, or that I'm the sick, obsessed weirdo who just can't leave you alone or keep your name out of my mouth. And then you lie and say that I'm the one who's perping you. So I mean, it's like I hate that I have to walk on eggshells, or I'm prevented from stepping on toes, by it seems like I have to choose my words a certain way, or I can't be free to, express myself the way I wish I could, or the way I would like to, without people, thinking that, thinking that I'm just that insane. But, it was in, I just stumbled across a video last night, and I forgot all about it, that somebody was, shouting me out and giving me support, and, about one of my, YouTube channels being suspended or shut down, or that I couldn't post anymore. And then the first thing other professed targets do, like if any of my accounts get shut down, one of the first thing they do is quickly jump to conclusion and falsely assume that I took a bribe and sold out. And so, I'm still here. I'm still here, just on a different channel, but I don't even know if from my main target about a Psych World channel, when that got suppressed, it's like, a lot of people didn't come and look for me, but the supporters that did, I really appreciate it. It means so much, because, people, the narcissistic perps try to make it like as if I have nerve to, or that I'm entitled to feel like I should get support. So they try to make it like, that I'm foolish for crying about, losing subscribers or supporters and stuff like that. But they they can get their popularity. That's like the same people who drive around in nice cars, but then tell me that I'm a basket case and insane for wanting a car. So I never said on my GoFundMe video or the description when I had it, there was no talk about me wanting a brand new car. I just was talking about, hoping that I could get a car or a business to run or a permanent place to live. And, if they attacked me so bad and falsely accused me of fraud to the point where I was bullied and forced to take down my GoFundMe. But then, if you falsely assume that I'm entitled and out of my fucking mind saying that I'm expecting a brand new car with my GoFundMe, in which I never said such a thing. But then I Google search GoFundMe new cars last night, and you're gonna call them basket cases? You're gonna say that they're crazy and insane for wanting a brand new car? Or, they even have some targeted individuals who have GoFundMes up. You're saying that they're scamming people? The same ones who some of you fake TI perps, y'all had GoFundMe up too. I mean, so if y'all had a GoFundMe up, but then y'all want to try to make it like, I mean, if y'all try to make it like I'm a money hungry scammer, okay, why would you say that you're a TI and you hide your fake TI perp using real TIs for narcissistic supply, and you making like you had stuff you didn't know how to do, and wanting to ask me, well, can you do this video to? I mean, this lady who's now calling me a scammer and a fraud and an extortionist, a fake Christian TI perp. It's like, why? When you put up a GoFundMe, you asked me to do a video to promote your GoFundMe, and I did that. But then, they want to say you're ungrateful and to the money, or you mismanaged the money donated to you, or you still got money hiding in your stores, and all kinds of just false things. But they attacked me so bad. But other targets, they even said, some other targets I come across their videos, and they had GoFundMe up for a car, or GoFundMe up for a place to live, or if they say that, if they put up a GoFundMe for more money than I put up for like $10,000, and if they might put up a GoFundMe for $50,000 and saying that they just want to expose this program, but what are you like? And nobody's gonna question what other TIs do with the GoFundMe money donated to them. So it's like, why am I just, as I said, me just feeling so depressed about, having less rights than everybody else. As I said, I'm forbidden to speak against narcissistic abuse. I have my nerve because, and you say, oh, you want to talk about how people mistreated you? And look how you talk about people. Just to say, another way to shame me in silence, while you think you can be free to speak against narcissistic abuse or covert narcs. When you act highly narcissistic, and fake your damn self. Or you'll speak against smear campaigns, but when I suspect that there was a smear campaign that somebody turned you against me, then you block me saying you ain't got time for gossip. And it's like, I'm not even trying to gossip. I'm just trying to straighten out, I'm just trying to straighten things out. How is it gossip for explaining to you that when people poison your head about me, that that they were smear campaigning and lying, but then you block me saying that, oh well, I ain't got time for gossip. But I'm just dealing with such. I mean, they got people, all they do is rant on Twitter about the gang stalking, and and they get support and praise. But if I do, they're like, oh, I'm sick of her complaining, or she's not contributing to the TI community, or all she does is complain, and she's not trying to do anything to get out of her situation. Well, the attempts that I've tried to get out of my situation and do something about it, it's not that easy as a TI. And so the fake TI perps try to coerce me to shut up about wishing for a place to live, and they try to be like, well, TIs don't get to have a car, TIs don't get to have a place to live, or TIs don't get to have nice meals. Well, certain professed targets, I wonder how can they have a nice house, run a business, and drive, a brand new Tesla, and they claim to be chosen ones and Christian, and drive around in their car all day talking about how great God is and stuff like that, while turning around perping people Why they, the popular fakes, and they're not being taken down and destroyed. But yeah, they want to, the gang stalking program, they want to lead you to financial ruin. Ruin of social ruin, financial ruin, dietary and health ruin. Ruin, as I said, everywhere. I mean, if you want to have a nice day at the beach, and people want to say you're so negative and stuff, but then if you want to have a nice peaceful day at the beach, you're not allowed to do that because it's then destroyed. And when you try to just get some peace and rest, you may not even go to the beach for fun and getting in the water and stuff. But if you just want to rest and chill, that's not allowed, because then there's the noise campaign, that comes almost soon as you lay down. And so you can't even have a peaceful day at the beach, and then people want to say, well, you're the negative one. And I'm sick and tired of your constant complaining all the time. And it's like, I'm trying to fight all I can to get out of my situation the best way I know how. Plus, I'm disabled. So, I mean, and another factor is, if some people suspect that I might have, I get shunned for being the way I am, but people suspect that I might have Asperger's syndrome or high functioning autism, as the explanation for why I am the way I am, So, I mean, it seems like me not going out in public so much, me just being up in here, it seems like I'm just having so many problems with just people online, that people who I'll never meet in person, and I find myself heavily stressing about them. But I never said that I'm expecting or entitled, to have other people give me a brand new car. I wanted to work for it myself. But then, oh yeah, so what I wanted to say is, if you're supposed to be a Christian targeted individual, why you offer to have TIs to come stay with you, and you charging people? But you call me the money hungry fraud and extortionist. But it's like other professed targeted individuals, they say that they want to, open up their home for other TIs and at no charge. If we all going through things, and if we just want to help each other out, like say if you do offer your home to a targeted individual, say like somebody like me or something, and if you're a trusted TI or whatever, and if the least courtesy is, to respect your house and to stay clean, and maybe if I wanted to, maybe I could, provide groceries or something, or find ways to get food to feed your family. If you a married TI and have kids, and say y'all busy working, but then dealing with this gang stalk, I mean, the least I could do is to maybe I can volunteer to offer to like pay your light bill or something like that, or I can run errands, or rather than just being a total quote unquote freeloader and leech or whatever. But it seems like as if you want to offer your home to TIs and then act like you want to charge them $2,000 a month. And then you act like as if you suspect everybody's a perp, but all you'll do is talk about Satan's puppets But you just talk about your experiences, but you never show your face. You hide behind Bible scriptures, and then you don't have any physical evidence of your so-called gang stalking. And then what you do is sit there and you think you're being slick with mocking and copycatting other TIs. I see what you're doing. So I mean, and then you say, well, I have a right to have a brand new car, and you don't. Well, you got not just a brand new car, but you had a brand new luxury car and living off of $50,000 a year. But then you call me a schizophrenic basket case and falsely assume that I wanted, to use the GoFundMe for a brand new car when I didn't even say brand new car. Or they'll try to make like you should accept, an old raggedy car and be grateful for what you got. Well, you had nice shit, but then you making like you're sabotage from employment. So if you sabotage from employment, then how come you act like you can't sympathize with me or anybody else? You never had to taste homelessness. You never had to taste being locked up in a mental institution against your will and being forced in the mental health system. So I know this video is about to start to a new one. Maybe not. But maybe not. Okay, so but today, I plan, despite having less sleep, I plan to I'm getting nervous. I'm planning to do something productive today. Try to pick myself up back from my depression. And I'm trying to pick myself back up from my depression. And try to take a bath or a shower today. Try to groom my hair at least if I have enough physical energy. I'm just trying to survive off of 3 hours of sleep. And then I'm going to try to be strong enough to, try to brush my teeth and maybe clean up. But that might be so much to do, I mean, being that I've been sedentary for so long. But, that would be a great accomplishment if I had the physical strength and energy to do all that. And, trying to work on some more writing, whether it be journaling and venting or whether it be, the fiction short stories or, anything. But, they try to make it like as if I'm just an idle beggar and complainer and loser who just doesn't want to do that, just expecting free handouts, that I'm entitled to free handouts for other people's hard-earned work. And that I'm not even, and it's like I've documented and explained and shown proof of all the job rejections. It's like, how do you expect me to survive? Y'all think I deserve to be punished with not deserving to survive? And that's all y'all worship is doggone punishment and power and control. And you exploit and abuse people. But then when I talk about it, you make it like you got your nerve to want to talk about that. So, how can you talk about that you can see demons in people, or you can see somebody, you can spot a narc from a mile away, or you can see demons while you're a narc or a demon your damn self. Or, you covertly and secretly sold out, and then you secretly sold out, and then try to make it like, if you secretly sell out, and then try to, act like if you sold out and lived on nice income, but then you want to call when somebody speaks the truth and you can't handle it, then your way of trying to stop that person is you think that they're trying to a crazy mental freak that's just, clout chasing for money and attention. And when people are just trying to get the truth out. And so another thing is, I noticed that on one of my recent videos yesterday, that I got over 2,000, but probably almost 3,000 views on that video of exposing a gang stalker. I got up, within 7 hours, I got up to 45 thumbs up. And of course, the perps gave 10 thumbs down. And so then I go to sleep, and then I wake up this morning. And this morning when I woke up, they reduced the thumbs up from 45 to 32. And so it's like, not that I care about numbers or anything, but if that's the way the truth gets out, y'all should take the thumbs up off. I mean, y'all keep on doing dirt, but then you go run and hide, and then it's like y'all do all this dirt and running and hiding while continuing to do your dirt, and then shut down people who try to speak the truth. And then when I try to speak the truth or get the truth out, you think that I got my nerve, or that I should keep my mouth shut. But it's not throwing people under the bus or bad-mouthing somebody when you say that this person did this to me. But it's like I deserve to be punished with silence. Or they're making like as if me try to expose the truth that, oh, you look like a damn fool. You should just shut up. But, I mean, as I said, I don't do good with bottling my feelings up if something is emotionally bothering me, But I know that we have, so it's like during these times, I'm hearing about the food shortages, gas shortage, and inflation and everything, and war, and that it's closer to the New World Order. But, I'm hindered from prepping and surviving, because of no permanent place to live and no car. And then I'm being scared and fearful about the idea of being left on the streets, or, and people don't even care what happens to me, or they think I deserve to be punished on the streets. And so, it seems like the fake TI perps, how come it's okay for you to target and traffic me in your brand new fancy luxury cars, but I'm a nutcase? At least if I got a brand, I don't want a luxury car, but and plus luxury